Kidd Kraddick in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, it's Kellie Rasberry, Showbiz Top 5 for Monday. It's April the 27th. I left my heart and my makeup apparently in Las Vegas. Please forgive me for going all natural on Monday. But anyway, here's the gossip. Speaking of Las Vegas, Kelly Monaco is starring in this Las Vegas revue called Strip Show, or Peep Show actually. And it's at Planet Hollywood out in LA. I'm sorry, my phone's buzzing. Making sure it's not somebody calling important. Anyway, so she's staying in one of the penthouse apartments that they provide for her at Planet Hollywood. Well, 4 o'clock in the morning Thursday, she hears all this ruckus going on outside in the suite's living room, and she hides behind her bed until she's sure whoever was out there was gone, came out, and the whole place is ransacked. They did file a robbery report, but no word on what, if anything, was actually taken. It could have just been a crazy fan. But why wouldn't they go in the bedroom? It's a lot of little questions there remaining to be answered. Anyway, she's now got 24-hour security with her until the run of this show is completed. And this is the part, remember, that Lindsay Lohan wants to take over should Kelly Monaco finally leave it. Jamie Lynn Spears' baby daddy involved in a pretty serious car accident about 1:30 in the morning yesterday. Casey Aldridge was driving his 2008 Ford F-250 with some buddies. They had been at a bachelor party for Casey's cousin earlier that night and then decided they wanted to do some crabbing, which is what you do in Louisiana. Anyway, so as they were driving back, Casey, his car went off the road, and then he hit a ditch and then overcorrected and caused the whole thing to flip several times and ejected 3 people from the truck, including Casey. Believe it or not, nobody seriously injured. The 2 guys refused treatment at the scene. Casey was taken to the hospital for observation, hairline fracture, things of that nature, but it looks like there's not going to be any surgery at this point. And Casey was not tested for DUI because the officers at the time did not have any reason to believe he'd been drinking at that point, and so he has been charged with careless operation of a motor vehicle. 4 jewelers lent Rihanna about $1 million worth of jewelry the night that she was beat up, allegedly, by Chris Brown, and she was also wearing a borrowed Gucci dress. The dress can probably wait in the evidence room because, let's be honest, it probably has some pretty damning evidence against Chris Brown on it. But what about the jewelry? Rihanna's lawyer says, to DA's office, if you don't need it, we really need it back. These jewelers are hounding us for it, and Rihanna's responsible. And if we don't get it back, she's going to have to pay for this stuff. So they're still negotiating, trying to get the jewelry back, and they have been since the end of March. In the meantime, Access Hollywood's confirmed that 2 search warrants have been obtained in this Chris Brown case, and they do believe it has something to do with how that confidential police photograph of Rihanna's beat-up face got leaked to the internet. More evidence that Lindsay Lohan and Samantha Ronson are working things out. The 2 of them went back to Sam's place on Friday night and apparently decided to have a slumber party, and they didn't leave until the next morning together. And now Lindsay's in Hawaii. I'm not really 100% sure if Samantha's with her or not. I just saw a picture of her in a bikini in Hawaii. So looking a little thin there, Lindsay. And finally, Heidi and Spencer did it. They did get married on Saturday in Pasadena in front of about 200 guests. They had a real preacher this time and everything. Spencer or somebody hired a plane to fly over and write Spencer Loves Heidi or whatever in the clouds a few times. Heidi wore $1 million worth of jewelry over her Monique Lhuillier dress. And after the wedding, the bride and groom joined friends and family for 2 receptions at Social Hollywood and then the Beverly Wilshire Hotel. Now, even though she said she wasn't going to be there, Lauren Conrad did show up. Come on, it's in the plot line. She has to do something dramatic at the wedding. Apparently didn't stop it, though. Nothing too dramatic because it did go off as planned. I don't think Spencer and Heidi are going on a honeymoon right now because I just saw on another gossip website where they're going to be doing I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, and it airs June 1st on NBC, so they got to get that thing taped and going, right? Or is it live? I'm not really sure how that show works. I think it is live, so maybe they will squeeze in a honeymoon. Haven't heard any details on that, but when I do, I will tell you, most definitely. And that's your Showbiz Top 5 for Monday.